Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV. We're here for another episode of F1's Perfect Formula. I've got John with us. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Hope you well. How are you guys? Good people. Thanks for having me
No worries,
to
no
the show once
worries,
again.
no worries. Just letting everyone know that we're live. Right, there we are. Let's go. I'm gonna put the link in the chat as well, so anyone does want to come on, they can do. And then we'll get on with it. Right.
Yeah.
There you go. Links in the chat. So yeah, do smash that like button first of all. Do hit that subscribe button if you are new. We're on our way to 1.1k. Yeah, and if you could donate to the Children's Disease Foundation via the Just Giving page directly, it would be great. If you want to do it via super chat, that'd be helpful. But I think better to do it by the Just Giving page link. So go and do that now. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into it, and we're gonna go to the MP4-1, which some people will say, why are you doing this one? Because it wasn't like a winner.
Yeah.
It wasn't a winning car,
Yeah.
but it was something revolutionary about this car that what makes it unique. And it was the fact that it was the first car to be built entirely from carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Beforehand, it had all been like different other materials, but this is the first time they used like aircraft carbon fiber composite construction,
Yeah.
or CVC as they called it. So, and it's down to sort of Barnard's seeing the potential. John Barnard, who was the designer, who was
Yeah.
the executive engineer at the time,
Mm-hmm.
went to a visit the Rolls-Royce factory, saw engineers working on carbon fiber technology for the jet engine, but he saw the potential of the technology and convinced the team principal Ron Dennis to fund the design for the whole new car to be built on a new bodywork material. And the chassis itself was built by Mclaren using carbon supplied by an American firm. And the advice of the McLaren engineer and Hercules apprentice Steve Nichols quickly revolutionised car design in Formula One with low levels of rigidity and driver protection. So it was all about sort of the first time they made like the car more driver safe
Yeah.
than before. Yes, it was all about making it like giving it a survival, being giving sort of a survival cell for the driver, so
Mm.
he's got something to survive from. Because all the ones beforehand were like not just the fact that they were just split open so easily, it's the fact that you were sitting on fuel tanks as well. So you either had a really bad accident and you were destroyed from the car, or
Oh yes.
or the fuel tank would be punctured and you burst into flames.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, what do you make of like the MP4-1? Because obviously, like I said, it's not a massively winning car, but
Yeah.
revolutionising its design.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, like my take is that yes, it was not a championship winning like car for McLaren. But the thing is that like it's amazing that it, as you said, it's revolutionized the sport. Because like since then, like Formula One cars have been now built from the carbon, like from the carbon fiber. And like what's so amazing is that, well, like it brought safety. I'm sure you still remember in Monza, whereby the drivers, like the two drivers of McLaren, was uh is it John Watson and
Yeah,
Andre? Yeah.
Andre
So like
Tetris, yeah.
Oh yes, exactly. So now, like the funny thing about this is that in 1981, like they did not do a crash testing. That was the amazing thing about it. But now, like they were like, we'll see what happens. Like when one driver has a big crash, and well, that's the unfortunate thing about F1, that they are reactional to like they have to wait for something to first happen so that like they can make changes. So now, like in Monza, if you remember, like it was the practice session whereby John Watson, got it wrong on one of the corners, and completely, like it snapped, and the gearbox casing, well, like the gearbox casing snapped, and the oil came out, and the engine was ripped at the end, and like everyone was in shock, because like if something new comes, a lot of people are very skeptical. But now the amazing thing, like Watson just came out like nothing had happened, and that marked the beginning of
Mm.
like of removing the question marks, if like if the carbon, like the if the carbon was safe or not, because like later on,
Yeah, because
like we know.
obviously it was about back then. It was about they were
Yeah,
always trying to find materials that were strong but
exactly.
light, and that's what carbon fiber started creating.
Yeah,
And obviously, you first time use it, you're like, okay, what's
yeah,
this gonna do? And it waited until you wait. It's like you said, you got to wait until someone has a massive accident to
exactly.
see if, and where better to do it than the speed of Monza.
Yeah,
When you're doing about
exactly.
200 mile an hour, and then
Yeah,
if you get up and I mean, it's like mentions here afterwards
yeah,
when they see stuff like that, and
yeah. It's not good. It's not.
it wasn't even a turbo car back then.
Yes,
Unlike the
exactly.
Renaults, it weren't until 1983, the late 1983, before it
Yes.
was then that succeeded by the MP4-2,
Yeah.
that the what am I trying to say? Yeah, that switched from a Ford Cosworth DFV V8 engine to a
Wow.
tag V6 engine Porsche that was turbocharged at
Wow. That
1.5
was in
liters.
1983, right?
Late 1993, when Nicky
Oh,
Lauda
okay.
actually
Okay. Yeah.
stepped back
Yeah. Yeah.
into the car.
Oh,
So his first debut was in Monza, in
wow.
Monaco.
Yeah.
Had 6 wins, 5 fastest laps. He had about 11 podiums. Or so yeah, it's
Yeah.
but like I said, it's all about like its carbon fiber design,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
um, it also probably just made it also easier with aerodynamics as well, because carbon fiber you use it for aircraft,
Yeah.
and it's all about aerodynamics.
Very much.
So
Very.
it was yeah, so that's how it helped in sort of some ways aerodynamic efficiency some way, but
Yeah. You can
mainly
say
it's
that again.
yeah, I mean it's but obviously back then it was all about sort of ground effect back then.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
it was
Exactly.
one of the final years of ground effect. I think after 1983 they banned it.
Yeah, you can say that again. Yeah. But like the most good thing about this is.
Sorry. What I was supposed to say as well is
Yeah.
that after that sort of accident and seeing it happen, a lot of Dennis and Barnos took Nichols' advice after being rejected by multiple British firms due to the ambitiousness of
Oh
this
yeah.
method chassis construction.
Oh.
But within months and subsequent years, carbon fibre started being used by all of McLaren's rivals. The car was far more advanced than any McLaren cars
Wow.
previous
Wow.
cars, including
That's
its
nice.
predecessor, the M29, the M30, and its design and construction were far uh, more precise nature than before. Um, just about at the level of a fighter aircraft.
Wow. That's really amazing. Yeah. And
Like you said, the
mm,
Hercules airspace keeps John Watson's car,
yeah.
which was destroyed in the 1981
Yeah.
Italian Grand Prix, as it shows off to the visitors, allowing them to view the footage of the accident,
Yeah.
highlighting how it was possible for him to survive in a carbon fiber car. Where is that space? I'd love to know where space. Salt Lake City. I'm flying to Salt Lake City to see that, man. I want to see that. Yeah, man. Let's go on a road trip.
Yeah. Wow, that's nice. Yeah. And like as you say that, like the accident really set the tone for carbon fiber. And like there were no more question marks at all. What would happen in an accident? And like from that incident, uh, we know that the British aviation contacted him, like because like he also played a huge role in terms of like the aviation world, in terms of like the introduction of carbon composite aircraft, and also like car roadworth, like design. So like I'm really happy with what he did. The awesome idea that really changed the world for the better. But as we are, like at it, like what do you make of like what Lotus once said, like that John didn't
So,
mention any.
sorry, I
Sorry.
just want to ask actually.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna have to keep going back. So I went all the way back.
it's okay.
I was just looking at how far I went back, and then all the way back on again.
No.
Let's have a look. When was Jill Villeneuve's death? Jill Villeneuve's death was in 1981, wasn't it?
Yeah, 91, 92, 90,
91,
1982.
19, May 8th, 1982. It was after the Imola Grand Prix, wasn't it? It's older.
I think so. Not really sure.
After being pissed off by the accident came 2 weeks after an intense argument with his teammate Didier Pironi over
Oh yes,
Pironi's
oh
lead
yes.
past Villeneuve at the San Marino Grand Prix.
Yeah.
What car was he driving? No, that's the thing I want to know. He was driving. Fuck. What was he driving?
No, it's okay. That one I'll leave it to you because you're so good, like in that, in those things.
I'm trying to think of what he was driving. No, I can't see it. I'll probably have to find it in a minute. Go on, carry on while I'm trying to find it. Go on.
Okay. So like the thing is that like I remember, well, like he got credit, and like John got credit from a lot of people from different aspects of life. But now here's the case, like Lotus, well, like the sad thing about this is that John didn't mention Lotus because Lotus argued that they started like the carbon fiber idea first. I don't know if you still remember the 86 and 88 that had like the composite, like the composite chassis.
I found it. 126C.
Oh.
The 126C. Sorry, to cut you off.
No, it's
There's a
okay.
one.
Come on.
No, there's a 126C, and it was 1982. The C2. It was C2. The
Okay.
turbo engine was further developed, and yeah, the Villeneuve, the infamous race at me, which the fallout from that race preceded Villeneuve's death in a horrifying accident during qualifying. And I want to know, like, it was, the car. It was then made out of carbon fiber, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Carbon fiber but it's made of it's carbon fiber aluminium. It was not completely carbon fiber.
Oh, okay.
And it was only a honeycomb composite monocoque, which was like before.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like before the one before that was Kevlar and carbon fiber.
Wow.
So it wasn't like what we see now, which is all completely carbon fiber and safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe that would have made a difference. We don't know. But it was such a horrifying accident. He literally that was
Yeah,
bad.
true.
That was bad.
True. Yeah, it was really bad. It was a very big one. A
Yeah,
very big one, yeah. And you know, like what's really cool about this is that, you know, like the win by John Watson at Silverstone in 1981. I don't know if you still recall,
yeah.
whereby, yeah, like the win by John Watson at Silverstone in the MP4-1. You know, like it put it put an end to the winless streak that they had. You know, back like
Mm.
like dating from 1987. That was like ending a winless streak for about 3.5 years. So yeah, that was really awesome. You know, really awesome and a very great innovation. To be honest, if I am to say this, but you know, it's said that, you know, like right now in this era we no longer have, you know, these major revolutions in F1 designs anymore. That's the unfortunate part of it.
That is
Perhaps
the
it can
unfortunate part
happen
of it.
later. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but it's what you love is that, and what I like doing about this is that over time you get to see how these cars
Yes. Yes.
gradually developed and gradually turn into the cars that we know now,
Yeah.
right? And yeah, and obviously you see certain parts of the car and you can see how they're going to be the same as what they are next year, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
because all the
Exactly.
rule changes with ground effect and stuff like that. And yeah, I love the fact that over time you see how these cars gradually, like you see their successes gradually, and you can see it gradually
Yes.
turn into what we know now of F1, where it's
Yeah.
that like, um, yes, it's quite amazing. So,
Yeah. True.
I'm
You
just
can
gonna
say
give you
that
some of
again.
the I mean, you can give some of the record here.
Yeah.
So, 1981 Monaco was where the first race with it. Um, it was a both retirement, so that was really a good start, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Then it
Very
finished
good.
third in Spain, second in France, um, uh, first in Great Britain, as you said, with John Watson,
Silverstone. Yeah.
Silverstone, two sixth places in Germany and Austria,
Yeah.
Canada, and is was a second. I'm just giving out the best result from those races.
Yeah. True.
Then Lauda came in and it went sixth, fourth, uh,
Yeah.
sixth, Lauda winning. Belgium was
Smart.
held at Zolder again, and it was a win and a disqualification for Lauda. Then it
Johnny.
was Detroit. Uh, Detroit should win that fucking back, man. That was cool. That track was cool, man. They should win that back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Detroit in Canada, first, third. Then you got the Netherlands, which is Zandvoort. Oh, it looks a lot different to what it does now.
Ah, very much. Yeah.
That looks really different. I didn't think it would look. I thought it looked a lot less. I didn't think it looked that different to what it was. Oh shit, that is a lot different.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah,
You guys there again,
it goes
yeah.
right around the outside of it.
Yeah.
The Netherlands ninth, fourth, Great Britain first, France eighth, Austria, Austria fifth and ninth, Switzerland a fucking Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know
Sure.
that one. I
No,
didn't know
really.
that one. No, I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
13th and third. That's a tricky question. That one.
Yeah,
And
very.
then you've got Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas. Yeah, that where they go around the car park. It's one way of trying to find a parking slot, isn't
Yeah, definitely, mate.
it?
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Oh
true.
God.
Yeah, true.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, like you had this one, and then it weren't until let me have a look. MP4-2, and it went till this one. This one was featured in the
Before.
1984 championship. This is what the car that Lauda won his in.
Oh. Wow.
Well, it
Yeah.
started in 1994, the Brazilian Grand Prix, which would be the start of that season. And in the World Championship, they finished first. And in
Oh.
1985,
Oh wow.
and then in 1986, finished second in the
Wow.
constructors. But so yeah, the two double winning years in the constructors, and then second in the constructors in 1986. But Prost did win the actual championship in 1986.
Oh nice. Oh
Drivers'
really?
championship.
Ah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was afterwards in 1984.
Ah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So yeah,
I thought 86. Yeah. That's fine, yeah. But like right now, I'm really happy. I'm really ecstatic. Well, of course, I'm a Red Bull fan, but I'm really ecstatic. Like seeing right now McLaren, at least uh, winning some podiums currently, in the form of Lando, and also like what they're doing. I'm really happy because the amount of innovation that has really come out from McLaren factories has been very good, in terms of how they really affected F1. But it was really
yeah.
criminal. Yeah, yeah. And like with that amount of
I'll
innovation,
give you another team that's done that.
yeah,
Williams.
yeah, 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 definitely.
Williams.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But like it's really criminal, like seeing these, like old
Yeah,
teams,
these two.
like
Yeah,
yeah, like seeing them in the position that they are, like McLaren, it's really pity because like at Monaco they were celebrating, was it 750 Grand Prix,
Grand
right?
Prix, and then at the back of the field. Yeah,
Yes,
and
and
then you got also Lotus as well, and that it's
yeah,
Lotus that's not even there anymore.
yeah,
Look how much
exactly.
innovation Lotus did.
Exactly, like yeah, and Steve, like since we're talking of Lotus, like I really yes, I understand that John, like is the father of carbon, fiber, but I really think that like well, like it was bad that he didn't mention Lotus, because we know that Lotus really started with the carbon fiber chassis first. Because if you remember, the 86 and the 88 had composite chassis, but
Yeah,
they were delayed due to the rule changes. And like the 88, like the 86 and 88 never raised, and they were banned at the same process. But now later on, we saw in like in 1986 season that the Lotus 91, like it was dubbed the Lotus 91, it raced. It first started racing in 1982 with the composite. But I really think that John at least had to give some credit to Lotus, which he did not. And well, like it's unfortunate. I don't know. What's your take on that? Because I think perhaps like that's the only thing that I would take away from him, from John.
yeah, you got. I'll give you that, but like in the '91,
Yeah,
that's it was the problem in the '91 is that it's it wasn't completely carbon fiber.
yeah,
It was only it was still carbon fiber and Kevlar.
yeah. I
So
guess. Yeah,
yeah, it wasn't completely. Now these days it's all completely carbon fiber,
yeah. Of
and that's
course.
probably what was revolutionary about the MP4-1. It was all carbon fiber.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, but
And then
like,
after 1982,
yeah.
Lotus was not the same team after
I
winning
never,
championship.
never, mate, never,
Never.
really, never.
And that's when Colin Chapman passed away, and that was they were never the same
How
team after that.
unfortunate. Yeah, exactly. They never recovered from that point. Never at all. Yeah. And like it just breaks my heart, like seeing Williams in the position that they are,
Yeah,
and like knowing that they really put a lot into this, like into the history. Sorry, let me switch off my phone. Sorry.
phone's gone. Just gonna run through some comments. So, hey mate, uh, smash that like button and subscribe button if you're new. Share on your socials. make sure you do that right now. You do that right now. Do that
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Big up
Sorry
Mike
about
Green in
that.
the chat. Yes, all right, mate. Big up Mike Green in the chat. I have no idea about F1, so we'll come on, but I would end up talk. Yeah, I wouldn't start talking football related after Wednesday, mate.
Yeah. Can I ask something, mate? Can I
You
ask
better,
something?
you better be ready for 3 o'clock, mate. I'm lock and loaded.
Oh yes, I'm loaded really, cause you
And
know,
this,
like
no, but hang on, it's one of those like you
yeah.
better make sure I'm not blocked because I've got to send you the link.
Breaking news.
Yeah, he didn't actually block me.
Of course,
He's
of
still
course,
waiting for
you
his
did.
here we go. Oh, didn't.
Wow,
Oh.
wow, that's nice.
I'm just getting crucified in like on Twitter about after making that tweet. I'm getting
Oh yes,
fucking
that tweet
crucified over
yesterday.
it. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Epic. It was really epic.
It was epic. Oh my god. I've never had so many responses.
Wow, that's nice. That's
And so what
nice.
was
Yeah.
worse, I just found, and then well, no, what was worse is then when I look back and I looked at my list of mates, I found some more like Man United fans. So I thought, yeah, fuck this, let's put them on it. Yeah, let's tag them into this. Let's get this sort of mold.
Wow, mate. You can make this up, mate. Oh,
Oh
this is
no, they
good.
couldn't make this up. Only they could make this up. Right? Only
Wow.
Man United could fuck it up.
Yeah, to be honest, you know, like I'm really happy that they were
Was
humbled.
it no? Hang on. What's the term? Was it? Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, true. I'm just
Taxi for Solskjaer.
wow. How the mighty have fallen. Yeah, because you know, like they were so hyped, mate. They were so hyped. They treated like
I'm
they were
busy.
going to.
You're busy, friend. Don't tell me that's
Uh,
bullshit.
yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah, yeah, true. Like just to ask a question, you know, like I saw Charlie, you know, like on one of his videos, talking about Monaco Grand Prix, like a Monaco race, you know, like is he into Formula One?
He's trying to learn about it.
Ah, okay, okay,
So
okay.
we need to get him now. We need to get him.
Get, yeah, get him hooked up.
And
Yeah.
I've got the championship playoff final. Of course you have, mate. Of course you have. No, but it's fine.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
But I yeah. Uh, we need to get him on more watch-alongs than that. When we get him on watch-alongs, then
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That would be nice.
we'll get him.
Yeah,
We'll get him to teach. We'll get him to learn it. Don't worry
yeah,
about it.
true. That would be nice. Cause for me, like that's how I also started. Cause you know, like okay, for me, I started it the hard way. Cause I started it in
I said to him,
2014.
no. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Just don't join my stream. Oh really? What time is it?
And you know, like
Will I do a live stream for the Champions League final? Yes, we are doing a live stream for the Champions
awesome.
League final.
That'd be
I
good.
didn't do the UEL because I had someone else who was doing it. It was a close friend.
Mike.
So no, not Mike. It was Charlie was doing one. So he said, "Could I do
Actually.
that one?"
Ah,
But
cool.
I'm doing this one. We're doing the Champions League final, right? Because
Ah, that's nice.
unlike Man United, I'm sure Man City can actually get the job done.
Yeah, true. Very quick, right? Wow, that's
It's
nice.
it is midnight. Is it midnight? Is it really midnight? Okay.
Oh, that's
I've never
nice.
known a championship playoff final to be at fucking midnight.
No, 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 no. It's a three. It's a
Stop
three.
messing stop messing with me on championship.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. But you know, like maybe back on this, you know, like
Yeah.
it's so amazing. You know, like last week when we were watching F1, you know, like the race, we talked about how Hamilton, Sir Lewis, is not really much appreciated, and you know, like it was really fortunate enough that like John did not get the appreciation that like back in the days. It's really shocking because perhaps I
I
do not
just
know. Sorry?
uh, I just don't know.
Go on.
What am I trying to say is that they didn't probably know how revolutionary it would be back
Yeah,
then.
exactly.
But it's like with Hamilton, maybe there's a bit more. Maybe there's more about appreciation there because, like, they could see the amount of wins he was getting, the amount of championships he was getting.
Yeah,
But it's
exactly.
that he didn't exactly know what like that could have. They didn't know whether that would be revolutionary or not. And it weren't until everyone adopted it. They went, oh yeah, that really was revolutionary. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Get
true.
in, I'll be there. No, it's not free. Just two. I might stick a cheeky little message in. Right, it said at least Brentford can win a final.
Yeah.
One of them at least can win a final. At least, Yeah, the championship final is in 2 hours, an hour and 10 minutes, mate. Yeah, an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, would you say that then, despite the fact he didn't win any championships, he didn't win many Grand Prix or fastest laps, it's one key sort of car that we need to sort of like uh, be respectful of in terms of how the safety is now
Yeah,
these days.
yeah, definitely, without doubt at all. Well, like I'm really happy that like you brought this topic, because usually, like, yeah, okay, like you are touching upon, like great things that, or great personnels, or great engineers, or great team principals who really affected, like, or should I say, affected the Formula One world. And I really do believe that, like, yes, them not like winning the championship, etc., etc., they really changed, like not only the F1 but also the aviation world. They, like affected even like the car road, cars that we have. And you see that they really impacted even like the safety, because you remember at Monza, yeah, like the practice session whereby that accident took place with John Watson. That, like back in the days, was it like I'm always forgetting the name of this person. Like, is it John or Jack? Like, who was always advocating for safety? You remember?
Jackie Stewart.
Oh yes, exactly, Jackie. Like I'm always calling him Jack. Yeah, thank you so much. So now, like, with what
Dissing our
John.
drivers now. God, I can't believe it. He's dissing our drivers. Not,
No.
not only am I 3-time world champion, you're dissing him, man. Oh, no,
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 no.
no, 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 exactly. But
No,
no,
no.
no, no. I really respect him because like because of him, like there's Red Bull, so I have to respect him too. But anyway, nonetheless, like I'm just saying that I'm happy that like you touched upon it,
Mhm.
because like McLaren, like they really have to be respected. But it's unfortunate that in the in the world that we're living in, like people are always just obsessed with, like trophies, 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 but not looking back in history, because because of what McLaren did, what John did,
Yeah,
affected the
yeah, yeah.
world that we live in
They
the
just,
F1. Sorry,
let
yeah,
me just answer this quick question.
yeah.
It's because I'm not well, mate. It's because I've had 6 liver transplants.
Why did
But
you
thanks
take
for
it
your
back?
question. It's because I'm not well. And sometimes I have to take pills during the day.
Mm,
So,
yeah.
yeah. So, uh, yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so I'm just really happy that you touched upon it, because it's something that really revolutionized, like F1, like in terms of, how now
That's
the
what I
cars
think we
are.
need to keep in mind here is that F1's perfect formula. We're not saying they have to be the greatest of the
Yes,
greatest of the greatest
exactly.
cars, like the Williams 87 car or the Williams 92 or the McLaren or the old
Yes,
dominant
yes.
2014 Mercedes, right? We could take last year's Mercedes and think, fucking hell, that was
Yeah.
more dominant. You know
Oh
what I
wait,
mean?
which Mercedes? Is it the pink Mercedes of last year or
Doesn't matter. He
or
was still beating a Red Bull.
come on. But at least he finished second. There you go again, your banter. Yeah,
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 it's
of
not.
course.
Look, you had to
Of
take really soft tires and a really hot day to finally get a win.
Yeah, of course, of course,
So
of course.
basically, if the actual season
Yeah,
went the way it's supposed to have done, and we had the normal season,
yeah.
he would have struggled to get any fucking win.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. I have to accept. Like I have to accept. But if we win, you never hear the end
You
of
know when your
me.
car's slow, when you're slower than Bottas.
I know what you want to say. Wow, mate.
And
Wow.
guys, if you tune into our F1 streams or watch alongs, we're doing this all day. We're banging the fuck out of each other.
Wow.
Just wait. You're gonna wait until Baku, and I'm gonna be all over his ass again.
Bagu, like I'm really dreading for next week, mate.
You're
I'm
dreading it.
really
Yeah, I know
dreading.
you are.
I'm really, unless maybe like a
Because what's
miracle
worse,
happens.
you know Hamilton's had a bad weekend. Last time he had
I
a weekend like
know.
that, it
Come
was
on.
fifth in Mexico when he won the
I
title,
know.
and
I
worse than
I
that, it was
know.
Monaco 2017. Right? And do
Yeah.
you know what? People are like we're going on. Oh, yeah. When's the last time about racing? Oh, it's about
Yeah.
time. I said no. Do you know what?
Yeah.
That's just no. It's not about time. It's about appreciating how good of a record he's managed to upkeep and how much of a standard
Yeah,
he's managed to set
exactly.
himself.
Yes, exactly.
Right? You appreciate the standard, and that's why he's won championships, because he's at that standard all the time. He's up there all the time. So
Yes, exactly, mate. And like the thing, what like that is really worrying me is that like just to top what you said, like we know that like he comes back very hard, and like relentless, ruthless, and now you have Christian Horner, like poking the bear, saying, Lewis, this, that. I'm sure like you heard what you were saying, and like Lewis
yeah,
was saying that I don't want to be involved in this, words of wars. For me, I'm just going to do my talking, like on
he
the
does his
race.
talking on the trackman. And
And
plus,
I'm saying,
like, and I'm saying is
uh,
Horner, you wished you had a driver that was that technical.
exactly, that's the truth. To be honest,
It's
that's the
fucking
truth.
it's
That is
really
the
weird
truth.
how Mercedes went from literally nowhere, started winning Grand Prix quite recent in one season.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Very
That
weird.
was, unheard
And
of.
then
Yeah.
next season, all dominant.
From 2014. Oh, my. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? For me, like I think that was like, being like behaving like an amateur, whereby yes, we're first in the drivers and the team construction, but just a few points, and already you're now talking, too much, which is just bad. To be honest, that's bad.
Oh
I
yeah,
understand.
you know what? No, do you
Yeah,
know what's funny is that
yeah.
I remember the 2019, the Austrian Grand Prix in 2019.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I still say the clothes
The
shoved off
the
the road.
home race.
Yeah,
Correct, bro. Yeah.
the clothes shoved off the road. But when he won that Grand Prix, he's then sitting on Sky Sports, sitting there like, oh yeah, he's the best. Verstappen's the best driver on the grid, without a doubt.
Imagine.
I went, hang on, what's he fucking done? Hello,
Yeah.
you're missing a guy in Mercedes who's currently the
Yeah,
world
to be
champion.
honest. Yeah, to be honest.
Hello, you're
To
saying
be
he's better than
honest.
Hamilton? Are you mad? What are you sniffing? What are you sniffing? What are you
Yeah.
smoking? I want some. Fuck me. I
You know,
honestly, you
yeah,
can't just
true.
after one goal just go, oh yeah, he's better now.
Exactly. That is what is happening
What?
already with him. Yeah, you see, that is already what is happening. Like I respect him that yes, he's the longest serving team principal since 2005, in Formula One. But now you do not go and poke the bear, especially knowing that the next race is in Baku. I mean,
Yeah, you
honestly,
don't poke the bear. Why?
ah.
No, you just don't poke the bear at any point. You know why? Hamilton will just go, just drive 10
And
times
you know what?
quicker.
And you know what? And you know what? What's really bad about this is that Christian Horner is fueling you up so that like you have much more banter towards me. And for me,
Oh, yes.
I'm just
Oh,
a
I
supporter.
love it. I love it. Because when it all comes down on your ass, you're
He's
screwed.
fueling you up, mate.
He's got the nozzle down, like refueling the car. Yeah, yeah. I thought it was all banging F1. No, it's back.
Exactly. So
I love it.
yeah, true. Wait, Steven. Just to ask, out of interest, well, like you said, Charlie is new. Can I take a wild guess that he's going to be supporting, like Mercedes? Is he
No,
going to be
he's
supporting
Verstappen.
Verstappen?
Little
Oh man,
bastard.
you know, like I think I now understand why people say that. Like Red Bull is the Man City.
Wanted someone else to win.
you know, it's amazing. Yeah, but to be honest, all respect to
Yeah, but
Kelly.
it's like
I
it's but
respect
again he's not one of them that's just gonna have a go at Hamilton all the time because he's winning.
Wow. At least there's something that.
Unlike some people that try and support Red Bull, like there's no, not you, but
Of
like, I
course,
know
yeah.
some people that like to support Verstappen. They just don't like to give any credit when Hamilton wins.
Yeah, exactly. It's just beyond me. You know what? You know what? For me, I respect Selly, but what he did in was it Spain? What he did in Spain? Oh no, 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 no. In is it Imola? Like yeah, I think it's Imola, whereby like the red flag. Like he had like an accident, and
Yeah,
like he was at the back of the pack. Okay, almost
he's at
back of the
ninth.
pack. And we know that it's so hard to overtake in Imola, but he
Yeah,
went on to finish on the podium
second.
point. Like I respected
Where'd
him
you finish
even much more.
second?
Exactly, you see, exactly, because like if there was no red flag, we all know that yes, Max would had lapped, like Lewis, like Sir Lewis. But the idea is that yes, there was a red flag, and now for you to be able to recover, like I respected him, but it made me respect him much more. To be honest, I really have great admiration. Such that even if I see Lando, like outperform, like Max, I have to just give him credit.
Yeah,
I
you
really
gotta
have
give
to
him
give him
credit.
credit.
No, but there's the thing. Like you get
Yeah,
everyone else that outperforms Max, for
yeah.
example, they all give him credit. They just don't give Hamilton any credit.
Exactly. And it's beyond me. This
It's
is a
very
person who
weird
wants
that
seven.
it's very fucking weird. Some people might have an agenda. Maybe they do it for some
Exactly,
certain reason. I
exactly.
don't know.
Exactly. Because like
I
Sir
hope it
Louis.
ain't. I fucking hope it ain't.
Yeah, me too. I hope so. Me too. I hope so. But like this is the society we live in. Because you think perhaps maybe it ended a very long time ago, but like we're in the 21st century and it's
Still
still
going on.
happening. It's still happening.
Well, you
But
see it in football all the time, don't you? You see it. You see it in football
yeah,
all the time.
exactly.
It's what's
Really,
worse. Do you know what's worse is that
yeah,
like you see it everywhere. You see it some. I mean, we've seen it on my I'd say we had one
yeah,
example on my channel where we all had to deal with it straight
yeah,
away.
exactly,
Right,
exactly.
and
Imagine you of all people. Yeah,
do you know what's why? Do you know what's worse is when it happens sort of near house as well. Like I struggle. Don't get me wrong. If someone's out clear as day,
yeah,
right, it said something that bad, like
yeah,
I will not go near them or not touch them.
yeah,
But when
true.
it's like someone that's like saying, "Oh, they've let it happen" or something like that, I'm just like, "Ooh,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know how to sort of."
Yeah, to digest it. Yeah,
That's why I also I ask maybe talk for advice because he does that all these stuff
yeah,
with that
yeah.
system. I always ask him just like,
I respect that. Yeah,
what's the best situation? Because as an enkelopathic, you
yeah.
struggle to read situations very
Oh yes.
easy, very
Oh yes.
very difficult to read situations like that,
Yeah,
and it's so
definitely.
hard to get it right because you don't want to because you might say something and it'll offend the other side, and you're like, well, what do I do? And that's why I just go with. Usually, I go with whatever I ask Talk or our closest friends
Yeah,
on this channel.
yeah,
I
yeah,
ask, what do I do? And they say your best advice is to do this.
yeah, true.
You could do
Yeah,
that, but
true.
the best advice is maybe to do this. And I just end up doing that because I can't physically myself
Yeah,
think. That's
yeah,
why
I
I have my
understand.
mum as my advocate, because I can't physically think myself how
Yeah,
to deal with
yeah,
a certain situation and how to
yeah,
deal
true.
with difficult situations.
Yeah, true.
So,
Yeah, true.
but
Yeah,
but don't get
and
me
I'm
wrong. If
happy.
someone's been clear out and out wrong,
Yeah, definitely.
like
Yeah,
they'll be gone straight off. They'll be gone straight off. Anyone that's appeared in chat and done it, every anyone that's
yeah,
appeared
true.
in
Yeah, and
um
I'm happy. And you know what? I really respect you, like for standing up, like for the voiceless people, and also for inclusive, like for inclusivity, like towards every people, no matter, like the background we all come from, because like no one chose to be in that situation they are. No one chose to be black. No one chose to be white. No one chose to be even Chinese. But for you,
it's
like,
like
yeah,
because we have the Liver Centre I was under. It's
yeah,
number one in the world, right? It
yeah, yeah.
has children all over the world coming from all different countries.
Exactly,
Those kids haven't been. They It's not their fault. The kids have been born
exactly,
far away. So if we can
exactly,
offer them help, we'll offer them help. And I ain't got a
exactly,
problem with that. I've never had a problem with it.
exactly, exactly. And now, like here, like you're doing something good. Building an F1
And this is what this
community.
is it do. This is what this charity does. It saves that
Yes,
those people's lives.
exactly. Exactly. That's like you're building an F1 community, you're building a soccer community for people, and even a voice for them, even liver awareness, like even other diseases that are not related to you. You're giving awareness. Then like what happened like last time, someone just coming from nowhere, so
Yeah, let's just
you
say I have my
like
fucking suspicions. I have my
yeah, yeah,
suspicions.
yeah, true. So now I'm saying that, like you're doing a good cause, for something for everyone, raising up
Mm.
money. It could have been for you because we all know that many YouTubers do it for their money, like for themselves. But for you, you're going an extra mile. In fact, like what, you raise is very much, but it goes to the awareness, but still you see some people, like
And
it's
that's the
just
thing,
beyond
guys.
me.
And that's
It's
the thing
beyond
for
me.
anyone that is watching. And that's the thing. Any donation you give, whether it's a super chat, a super sticker, or it's
Yes,
direct to the charity. Direct to the charity means the YouTube won't touch it, so you get 100%
exactly.
donation to the charity. If you
Yeah,
do it via super chat, you do it via super sticker. 80% of that we get is going straight to charity, and the rest it just
yeah,
goes to help keep
yeah,
this channel running, to keep your content coming. So
exactly,
that's
exactly,
basically what it does. That's all it does.
exactly.
I don't personally take nothing. I don't get a penny,
Nothing at all,
and we will
at
show
all.
you that in time. We will show you that
Yeah,
when at the end of the month,
yeah, true.
or at the end of the first month of us being monetized, which will be about the middle of June.
Yeah, and please, good people, please do watch those adverts. Don't skip them because also
Yep.
like the money will also go to what, to charity. It's all about charity. No one chose to be in the situation that they are, so we might as well try to be a blessing towards each other. So anything, nothing is too little, nothing is too big. Anything
Mm.
that you can offer, we really appreciate.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on that note, we're going to end it there. Thanks, John, for tuning
Ah,
in as
thank you for
usual.
having me. Thank
No
you so
worries,
much.
man. I love the banter.
Thank you.
If we get a big enough community, we're gonna do banter the F1 rivals. We're
Oh
gonna do
yes,
that.
oh yes, oh yes.
That'll
I'm
be
getting
a cool
warmed up,
show. But yeah,
and
we'll
I
do that.
hope,
I
yeah,
might do a one-off or something for an F1
yeah,
special. Me
and
and
I
you,
hope,
we have it.
yeah, yeah, true. And I hope that like that person was in the comment section
No, do you know what I
yesterday
like about
night.
it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I like about it? Is that
Why?
one I will definitely win.
Are you
There's
for
no
real?
doubt of it.
Are you for real? After what happened
Yes,
this
because
season?
I'm supporting the goat. I'm supporting the goat. right? 95s, no, 90, no, 96, was it
Okay.
96, 97, 98 wins, 100 poles,
Yeah,
right?
I
I'm
know,
supporting the
I
GOAT,
know,
mate.
I
You
know.
can't
Come
stand it.
on,
You can't
come
stand on my
on,
level,
mate.
right? I'm up here. Max Verstappen is
Yeah.
here, right?
I'm going to go in my own lane. Like Verstappen and I were
Yeah,
going
I'm
to
gonna
go on
shove
our
you
own
over to
lane.
that lane, mate. I'm gonna do the maneuvers, but get out of the lane.
Awesome stuff. Things you
Actually,
love
we
to
gotta
see.
do that. That's gonna be
Yeah,
fun. That's gonna
really,
be
really. I
fun,
can't
man.
wait, really, to be honest. Yeah, especially like I'm really excited, even with the group that you created, the Formula 1 community. Thank you so much for
That's the
that.
thing.
And
Formula community. We've got.
yeah,
If anyone wants to tune into the Formula One community,
yeah,
right, hit me up on SFeatley on Twitter
yeah,
or
yeah,
Steven Featley is one long line on Instagram. There's
yeah.
links in the description below. So
Yes.
go or the handles are in the description below. So go type them into Twitter. You
Yep.
will and then give me a follow, and then I'll try and get you on one of these shows and also into the community pages. So,
Yes.
all right. So, but yeah, we're gonna have to leave it there.
Yeah.
Thanks again. We'll be
Thank you
back.
so much.
We'll be back with banter the rivals.
50 minutes to go.
Everyone wants to tune into that.
Yeah.
Banter the rivals. We are doing it. Yeah, it is back for an end of season special. Right. No holes barred. We can all rip the fuck out of each other,
Yeah.
respectively. And I
Yeah.
mean, not
Yeah.
taking any
Yeah.
personal
Yeah.
digs. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. And until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.